And now, Kerncast 23.
Well, good morning, everyone. As we take a look outside, here's a live look from our Delano Chamber of Commerce camera showing you that it's very dark, very calm. It doesn't look like anyone is stirring at this hour, but later today you'll want to be running around because that beautiful sunshine will be heating us up into the upper 70s and even some lower 80s today here in the valley. As we take a look at yesterday's temperature, you can see it was mild. We got all the way up to 77. I was running around at the dog park and loving it yesterday. Our average is about 66, so we were well above it yesterday. We'll continue that trend today and tomorrow. Then on Sunday, a change will come. Right now, we're at 45 degrees, the dew point at 21 degrees, and just a calm wind, so it's dry, it's stable, and later on, like I mentioned, it'll be sunny. We did have that very cold air mass that left us with those freeze warnings the last few mornings, but as you can see, we're 5 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. So the cold temperatures even overnight are gone, helping us warm up even more in the afternoon. Our morning lows are still being held strong at 45 here in Bakersfield, 30s on the coast, but Los Angeles 49, and Palm Springs overnight just 56, their coldest mark. As we take a look at that ridge of high pressure, you can see it's centered over Lake Tahoe area, so it's pushing everything up into the north, taking the rain with it. You can see this beautiful front taking a lot into Vancouver and Seattle and other locations up there, and this beautiful system is stirring out over the Pacific. Like I mentioned, a change is coming on Sunday. That ridge will break down, move off to the east, and allow storm after storm to start coming through, but it looks like they'll just be going right over Northern California over and over again. We have two weather models that are watching this storm and making predictions. They do runs over and over again, and so one is saying that they'll just all stay into Northern California, but the other one, which is a little less reliable right now, has a brief glimmer of hope, saying that later on next week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we could start to see some of those dipping all the way down into our area. So for right now, we're calling for it to be north of Fresno. Let's go ahead and cross our fingers that that change will come. Back to today's forecast, our air quality in the moderate range, but just barely at 51 on the index. Your allergies still pretty high, 8.8 out of 12 with the same predominant pollens we've had for the last few days. Here's a reminder for you, coming up on Saturday night into Sunday, we have daylight saving time. It will end, so we need to spring forward, set your clocks ahead 1 hour. So at 2 a.m. on Sunday, it will suddenly become 3 a.m. on Sunday. Most of your phones will automatically update, but try and remember to set your clocks so you don't get confused and miss church or brunch or something that you have planned on Sunday morning. Now, if you're traveling for today and you're going to enjoy those temperatures everywhere, because you can see 70s in Fresno to Sacramento, still cool in Yosemite, but even San Francisco enjoying some of that sunshine. Down along the Central Coast, 60s up north, and then 70s in sunshine for everyone else. And into Southern California, some 80s there from Los Angeles into Anaheim. Palm Springs wants to be at 79. I think they'll get a little warmer than that today. Here we are back at home, and I'm calling for an 80-degree mark here in Bakersfield. Everyone else in the valley, those mid to upper 70s, just like we saw yesterday. It was beautiful. As we head up into the mountains, 70s for Kernville and Lake Isabella as well. Tehachapi cool and mild at 61, but a lot better than those cold temperatures you saw earlier this week. And out into eastern Kern County, 70s in Ridgecrest with the warmest. All those other locations, very nice. So taking a look ahead, you can see that 80 today, 70s continuing tomorrow. The cloud cover and cool down arriving on Sunday, and like I mentioned, hoping for some rain later next week. Right now, we'll just need to wait and see. It doesn't look very promising. In the Kern River Valley, 70s for you today and tomorrow as well, and then the 60s holding strong all the way through next week. And into the mountains, very nice for you as well. 60s today and tomorrow, Kim, and then we did have some 40s for you at the beginning of next week. That has now been taken out of the Kerncast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's still kind of depressing when it's going to be like 63 on Saturday. Next week we're back in the 50s.
Back in the 50s.
But it's better than 40.
Exactly.
Okay.